Hey yo, welcome back. This is Itstyty. So if there's anything we've learned in this music business so far, is it ain't cheap. Things can get really expensive really quickly. So this week we're gonna hop in and I'm gonna show you my 10 favorite free plugins. They all a must. So let's go ahead and hop in and check it out. Alright, so today we're gonna be looking at a song called Power of a Dollar. Actually just released Friday. So I'm gonna put the link below if y'all want to go check it out. This is a smooth little jam. I actually really like it. But let's go ahead and give it a little taste real quick.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right.
Alright, puffin' on that zooty. Alright, so this is just the mix. So let's go ahead and start with the first plugin here. It'll be Fresh Air by Slate. Most people know about this plugin by now, but it is I would say it's a classic. It can be easily overused, but if you're gentle with it, it'll definitely give you a lot in return. So actually I already have it up here on my mix bus, and you can see I didn't do a whole lot, but let's go ahead and we'll just toggle back and forth and I'll show you some of the stuff that you can do with it. So without it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing.
So it's real subtle as how I have it on this one, but we'll go ahead and just kind of intensify a little bit and see what it does.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side.
So that definitely brought up some high end there and then some air in the mid. So let's go ahead and just toggle back and forth.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out.
So now with it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty.
Now, real quick, I'll just show you too how easily you can kind of overdrive this, because it'll happen quick.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out.
To me, that's just way too much. It's very sizzly. I just think of it as just crispy, but it's not crispy in a good way. It's just too much. So a lot of times I'll keep that real low. Now, one thing that I've been doing with it here more recently is putting it in, basically, I got my high-end bus down here, and this is basically where I just do my saturation and then my high-end to get some, sparkle and just some nice polish to the overall mix. But I didn't do that with this on this one. But that's what I've definitely been doing a lot more recently. But then, let me go ahead and get this back to where we're going here. But that's definitely a must. It's free. Go download that thing. So then here is another nice little plugin from Slate. It's one that they just dropped here recently that's also free. It's just basically a saturation knob. And yeah, we'll go ahead and pop that in on my high-end bus. And I'll go ahead and just max this out. Now this isn't going to sound great because it's turned up too loud to start. But I'll show you. This is just kind of how I go through the process here.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out.
So it is nice that it does have that built-in clipper. You can get a little extra distortion kind of out of that. Let's see.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out.
So I also kind of like that it's just kind of smoothing it it's just I like the fact that it's smoothing it, but also adding that saturation at the same time, which is kind of a unique thing. I haven't used this one much yet, but I'm liking how this sounds. All right, so let's go ahead. See, what I did is kind of overdrove it, and then I'll just go ahead and feed in some of it here. Let's go ahead and see what it sounds like.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. You know the power of a dollar.
I definitely think I like it better on this without the clipper on. So let's go ahead and look at it one more time.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
I like that. I like that a lot. And then moving on to another saturation plug. This is, and we'll do the same thing with this one. This is from Softtube, let's see here, the one knob. So I like the sound of this one. I also like that you can pick the areas that you want to saturate. And a lot of times on the high end bus, I will make sure that I'm saturating more on the highs because I'm trying to get that high end sound. Now there is some certain saturation that I will do kind of across the whole thing, but the majority is definitely aimed towards the high end. So let's go ahead and just kind of feed some of this in. I'll put this up on, well, we'll start in the middle, and then, like an overall, and then we'll kind of switch it back and forth and see what the sound does. So bump this back up here.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling.
I low-key kind of already like the sound of this one better than Heatwave, but, you know, different songs, different flavors. It's nice to have options, especially when you ain't got to pay nothing for it. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put it on neutral, and then I'll toggle down to low, and then toggle it up to high. So.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. You know the power of a dollar.
So I really like how that sounds on the high. So let's go ahead and just kind of feed in a little bit and see what this sounds like.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me.
Now without it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out.
With it.
Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
Yeah, that's smooth. I really like that. And maybe, I mean, I'm not going super into detail with every one of these, but maybe I did push the Heatwave just a little too hard. But, I mean, hey, it's getting the job done. So then we also here have a free plugin from Isotope or Ozone, the vocal doubler. Let's go ahead and see. Ooh, so I can actually just kind of blend that in with the mix. Let's go ahead and put that up here on the lead. All right, so let's see. Solo this out, see what it's like.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. You know the power of a dollar.
Oh, so there's some things I didn't even realize about this one. So you can, you're going around the circle here, kind of changing the way the variation is, and then how far it's separated. So that's like your width there. Ooh, let's look at this real quick. So let's start with smallest separation that we can get, and then the variation low. Max this back out here.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a
Let's kind of feed this down and we'll feed it in, see what that's sounding like.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right.
So, I mean, I'm liking that. There's definitely some nice variation there. Actually, as simple as this plugin is, basically just being a one knob, but you have so many variations within that I'm actually impressed. I didn't even realize that was part of it. But how I would normally do this is I actually don't have it on this song, but I will run my doublers as a send and then kind of feed it in like that, because it is a bit much like that. Unless maybe you're doing like a dub or something like that, you can fully put it on there. But I do like adding a little bit to my lead. It just kind of fattens it up and makes it real nice. But yeah, run that through a send. You'll thank me later. But all right, let's see here. For the next one, we got Filtron. You can get some wild stuff going on with this. Might be another one that you would want to run through a send, but kind of just depends what you're going for. I'm sure you could put this on instruments too, but let's go ahead. I'll just set this to default real quick.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out.
So you're basically just kind of, messing around with the filters up here. But, well, let's see here. It says type. All high pass, low pass. And then over here, that's just like your resonance. And then down here, you can kind of drive it harder. This is where I was really noticing you can get some cool sounds. So you kind of tune it in here, but then you can drive it harder. Now, granted, you could drive it harder first, tune it, and then kind of back it off, set it in a little bit. So let's go ahead and try this real quick.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me.
Kind of a little telephone effect right there. Now you do have two different drives. I'm guessing cold and warm. Let's go ahead and warm it up.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side.
Oh yeah, I'm liking that. There's definitely some things that you could use this on. Now granted, you could do this all basically with an EQ and some saturation definitely added to it, but like sometimes it's nice just to pull up a quick plugin instead of really digging into something and just kind of make it quick. But I'm liking that. It's not something that I would advise probably putting on everything, depending on what type of music you're making. But I mean, for free, it's definitely worth having the arsenal. All right, and the next one we got is the LJuan, similar to the L1 from Waves. Now, to me, it is a blend of like the L1 and the L2, like Ultra Maximizer, I got my L1 up here, which I don't typically do much with other than set a ceiling. But let's say, because I have all my mastering muted down here, but let's just say we wanted to kind of test, see where my beat's coming out at. Yeah, so let's say we wanted to just kind of see what everything was going to sounded like with some loudness added to it before it went into the mastering process. All right, so let's go ahead and bring our ceiling down to -1. It's kind of the sweet spot for me. Some people go -3, but I like -1. All right, so let's just kind of turn up some loudness here.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right.
So then you can see over here your gain reduction. I got about -3 on that, so I'm not even pushing it super hard. I also don't typically push limiter super hard because, you know, I'm not trying to really distort the hell out of my stuff. So another thing here too is you can adjust the attack and release. So I'm just gonna make it simple, connect it to the host, 93 BPM, and let's see what that does.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me.
So since I got it on here, let's go ahead and I'll just duplicate this and kind of toggle back and forth. Let's see how many dB this was reduced here.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side.
So that was about 2 dB, maybe 3. I also don't want to distort this too much because, I mean, the YouTube standards are definitely different than like Spotify and everything like that. So I'm not trying to push it too hard. But let's just see what it sounds like dropping 2 to 3 dB. So let's try it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right.
Alright, so let's just kind of toggle back and forth here.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest.
So one thing I'm noticing here is with the LJuan instead of the L1, there seems to definitely be a little bit more distortion going on, which in certain circumstances I would like. But that's interesting. It also just kind of seems with getting that same type of gain reduction, it does seem louder than the L1s. Let's do that one more time.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out.
Keep it just like that.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. You know the power of a dollar. I talk that shit so fluently. These hoes, they tryna ruin me. I'm striving for the finer thing. Babe, we just fuckin'. You don't wanna live a claim. Like Popeye's a sweet heat, fine China baby, just wipe your nose. I'm on a life fed and all finer things and bring these junkie hoes. I just need some heat.
So I did notice that the release on this one was, well, I don't know if that's set to auto. I've never actually looked into that. I'm guessing this is on, so I guess interesting. I'm gonna look into that later. But shoot, if you know anything about that, maybe let me know in the comments below. Yeah, nice little plug in there. I do like the difference in characteristics between the L1 and the LJuan. So the next one up is Memory from Semantics. This is basically a chorus, and there's some modulation built into it, and you can get some really cool sounds out of like some background vocals. So let me go ahead and throw this on something here. I don't want that. Maybe I'll just throw it on the lead. Just that way. Keep it nice and simple. All right.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, shoot on tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right.
So you can hear some modulation
I
there.
don't wanna talk, I need that cash app. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. Do you know the power of a dollar?
So there's, yeah, definitely some solid modulation going on there. And if you've ever used like Waves meta flanger, I'm guessing, you know, depth and rate is about the same thing. So let's go ahead and see.
Hey.
You got a built-in doubler too.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling.
So you can kind of reduce the effect by bringing this up here, or intensify it by bringing it down. You got a high pass filter. Let's see what that does.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side.
You can add some noise to it if you'd like.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out.
So just a couple things, you know, I'm not going to sit here and really tweak all this in because I wouldn't put it on my lead in this type of situation anyway. But it's nice to have those types of options, especially when it comes to like background vocals or ad-libs. You can get really creative with that. But then down here, this is a great one. Another one from Ozone. It's the Imager. So if you're wanting to widen your signal, this is a great way to do it. The Imager from Waves, you kind of lose some center information, and I noticed with this one, you definitely don't lose nearly as much. So let's go ahead and just kind of try it out.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash app. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest. You know the power of a dollar?
See how that just kind of boldens everything up, makes it real nice and wide. Now be careful with that. You don't want to go too crazy because then you are going to be cutting off side information. So another thing too here, we have this is not permanently free, but it's free at the moment. It's the VCA compressor from SoftTube, and I believe this is free until sometime in March. I'm thinking the end of March, but don't sleep on it. If you can get it, get it. I really, really like it. I'm always really, really quick to reach for a LA two-way, but I've been noticing lately, I've been kind of reaching for this, especially for like some parallel compression. So instead of creating a new bus, what I'm going to go ahead and do is just put this on my high end because I have everything else turned off, and I'll just kind of show you how I would use this in an ideal situation. All right, so let's go ahead and just let it run for a second, and I'm going to basically compress the shit out of it. All right, so let's see.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right.
So I kind of been noticing that I do have this one smacking around 10. Let's go ahead and try to dial it in a little bit more.
Hey. Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash app. I see what you doing, you gon' take from me. I'm just being honest.
Alright, so then what I'm going to do, since I'm over compressed it like crazy and it sounds squashed, go ahead and just zip this out and then start over. and we'll just kind of feed some in. Now you can go in and sidechain it through here and everything, but I just like setting it in a send, doing it separate. It's just, I like the outcome of it a lot better. So go ahead and feed this in.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out.
Ooh, it's buttery. So let's go without it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
Alright, so let's go ahead and turn this back just a little bit. Because I like the presence. I like the presence that it's giving, but it's just a little too much. Alright, so let's go ahead and just kind of feed this back in.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
Alright, so now without it.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
So that's not exactly where I would have it when everything was all said and done, but you can definitely see that it just kind of pushes everything forward and just adds a lot of presence there. So really, really like that compressor. Very, very smooth. And go over to SoftTube and get that as soon as you possibly can. Do not miss out on that. Now the next one up is from Tokyo Dawn. It's a bus compressor, master compressor, and a lot of times I will be using this on my masters. And I actually I didn't use it on this one, but just to go ahead and kind of show here, I'll just kind of tune it in, and you can hear it just kind of glue everything together. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. All right, so typically what I got going on here is, you know, about a medium release and a fast attack, and then ratio about a 4-to-1, and I'm going to be aiming for no more than 2 dB. I don't like to push it too hard. And in mastering, you don't want to do too much. So all right, let's go ahead and feed it in real quick.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right. I don't wanna talk, I need that cash out. I see what you do and you gon' take from me.
Alright, so I'm liking where that's at. Let's go ahead. I mean, it's typically, once you got your attack and release set, it's basically that quick. So alright, so bypass it back and forth.
Told me how you living, you gon' crash out. Love the way I hit it, she don't tap out. Keep a little thing on the south side. Puffin' on that Zooty, it got me feeling right.
So you can really tell a big difference when it's on and off, you know. It just kind of makes that 2-track and that vocal that's recorded on top of it just really suck together and just sound like one cohesive piece. Really, really love that. So that's about going to wrap us up for today, but I tell you what, go out there, get these plugins while they're free before they change their mind and realize they're giving away free gold. But if you got any personal favorites that are free plugins, leave them in the comments below. I'd love to try them out myself, and I'm sure everybody else that's watching this would love to give them a try also. But this is Ty bringing you radio quality music from home. I'm going to catch you next week. Peace.